Welcome back to the Last Remnant video walkthrough 100% completion. This is no longer a low BR run. As explained in the last video, we got to the gates of the last fight there, last cutscene, and we're going to put it on hold because it will prematurely end our game. And so there's a lot of stuff we want to do. David learning shards, one of them. Pages here is going to get some wards, and Paris as well. This just comes with the BR going up. Gabriel's going to pick up that sword we got in the last quest, I believe, or second to the last quest, where we had to pay 450 grand for some junk from some black market guys. It's nice that at least somebody's using it. Okay, but what we're going to do now is we are going to look at our guild tasks. We haven't turned a single one in the whole game, and we should have. If you're playing, you should regularly visit the guild, all three guilds, and turn them in as you get them, because some of the requirements you may no longer qualify for if you wait too long, so you want to do it as soon as possible. And we have all these that we completed just by doing the game. Let's see, we killed 8 spiders, killed 6 John Magus. A lot of them will give us blueprints and cash, and a lot of them will give us formations. The blueprints are specific to this guild. We're doing this in Elysian because it's the only town where there are all 3 guilds. There are only 3 guilds in the game. There's about 70 guild tasks per guild, and we are going to turn in the ones that we have already completed. Let's see, we got one there for having somebody in our group with 30 int, 10 battle chains, 30 battle chains. Oh, we know we got those. We got 5,000 battle chains in the PC Ultimate grind. 50 battle chains. These are not the difficult ones. They will eventually become much more difficult. However, if you look at that list closely, you would notice that a lot of them are missing. And if you're playing the game, you'll notice that a lot of yours are missing also. And what unlocks them is each one of those guilds has rank 1 through 5. And we are currently, I believe, missing all of our ranks for all 3 guilds. And as we unlock ranks, we will unlock more guild tasks. So we need to get these out of the way. These are, like I said, I believe that everybody would have these once they went through the game once. And we avoided mobs like the plague, and we still got 3 beastmen rawhides, 4 dark fiend talons, just by doing the quest monsters. If we had spent more time killing creatures, we would probably have many more of these. But the main thing you're noticing is that, well, I'm not sure what you're noticing, but there's anything that says daily and weekly on it is a magazine, which we hadn't gotten until this video, and we're getting quite a few of them now. This is the only place to get magazines. There are daily and weekly for every race of creature. I'll speak about them more in depth a little later. Just while we're on these screens and you see the requirements for these tasks, some of them are to have a certain type of player in your party, some of them are to create a certain weapon, some of them are to have a certain stat above a certain point, and still others are to kill a certain creature, or to collect an item off of a creature. That's the most popular one. A particular item off of a creature, and have so many of them. There are also, let's see, there are also ones to kill specific rares. And it just so happens that that's the first few guild tasks we're going to be going out to get. Let's see. So we have a lot of guild tasks open in this one, so it's hard to see that we were missing some, but the numbers don't go down 1 through 70 or whatever it is, depending on the guild, in sequence, and that's because we're just missing a bunch. We don't have even rank 1 in any of these guilds, so we will need to unlock the ranks first. I'll speak about that as soon as we do this final one. Yeah, Elysian's the only place where some towns have 1 guild, some have 2, and this is the only one that has all 3. They're not the fastest to get to, but this is just so we don't have to leave town to do it. And we're going to be turning in a bunch here. Glacius Labilis, we've killed 6 of those. I know we have. Harpilia, we killed 12 of those. Nice. Siren was a rare monster we ran into. We accidentally killed Siren. I believe he was one of those 3-headed torpedo guys in the aqueducts. We have a scout in the party. We have over 60 strength on 8 of our party members. Nice. 8 of our party members have over 55 intelligence. We won't have any trouble with the stat guild task. We will have all those done. The guild tasks kind of split themselves into different categories. Like 1 through 20 might be rares you have to kill, and 21 through 30 might be items you need off of creatures, and so on and so forth. Some of them are very difficult. Some of them are pretty easy. We're done with all the ones we've already done. Now there are some easy ones. Oh, well, we won't be getting to that. I'm going to be getting ahead of myself. There are some we can just buy from a vendor. Like, it's that easy. So we'll want to get the ones that are no pain done pretty soon. So when we finally do our next turn-in of guild tasks, we'll be stopping by some shops, and I'll explain all that when we get there. Right now, we're in Blackdale, and from the entrance, you can see the rare mob that's here. If you come in here and the rare isn't there, then you just pop back out. You can kind of see him again there. He's going to be up here to the right. We don't care if we get hit now. We really don't. We don't care if they hit us first. In fact, kudos to them for running into us, because it'll give them attack, and not in this zone, but it'll allow them to get our hit points down enough where we might get a heal off. So them attacking us right away for a free round enemy advantage is good here for us. It might be the only way we'll ever heal again, because if we go first, we'll just kill everything in 2 hits, trash wise anyway. Okay, so this is kind of that platform where I'm retarded. I don't know what I'm doing, but there's the mob there. This is Dominator. I'm only doing the PC ones. I'm not killing the Xbox 360, which has different rares you need to kill. Please just don't even ask me questions about them, because I don't know. I didn't commit any of that to memory. But this is for rank 1 of the Union of the Golden Chalice. It's the first guild we have open to us. We get it automatically in the game, and we just need to kill this Dominator, and we'll get rank 1. Nice, and we are breaking down non-rares. All non-rares, breaking down. That's the first spider we've ever split. Man, that's sad. And some of those items that will split off these guys will fulfill other guild tasks. So it's never a bad idea to kill quick trash if it's on the way. But to keep the videos as short as possible, I won't be going after them. Okay, this Dominator, because it starts in, it's in one of the earliest zones, it's not so bad. It's really bad, I guess, if you're level 1 and you've got the quest here, and I don't know what the very first thing we were doing here was. Maybe chasing Wagram or something for the main quest, and we had to go through Blackdale. And then you run into this bird who has a rare chance of being here. What do? Do you kill the rare, or he would just wipe the floor with your corpse if we did them at BR1. Yeah, 1 or 2 hits would be all it would take. So now that we are ready to kill rare, we are ready to kill almost every rare in the game. And kudos to the rare for getting us cursed, at least. It means these aren't really pushovers at the very least. We got a captured Dominator. He will go in our rare monster bag. And I'll explain why we're keeping rares and splitting off and throwing away all the non-rares. There's a chest we didn't get before. Oh, okay. Okay, so here's what just happened. We had a quest, a guild task, to get rank, to kill the Dominator. and it doesn't tell you that it gives you rank 1, but it does. So when we turn it in, we will gain rank 1, and there's a bunch of guild tasks that will become available now. Like all of a sudden, maybe 5 or 6 more guild tasks will be available, and that had a prerequisite of you being guild rank 1. And so that was what would happen if we turned in just the 1 there. Yay, another enemy advantage, which is good. I don't care what anybody says. They make it look bad, but it's always good. Oh, I will say something about that that I didn't get a chance to touch on in the PC Ultimate grind. If we had built up a large chain in this zone, you know, like we were trying to farm it for whatever reason, if a creature gets an enemy advantage on you, it wipes your chain to 0. Absolute 0. So, like, when we were building that chain up to 5,000, if any one of those landworms ran into me without me first engaging it, then it would wipe the chains back down to 0. So, and that's something important I probably should have mentioned. It's good to save there. When Gale's asking for Jewel Steel, which is an in-game metal, it means that his weapon is pretty tight. Because I don't remember anybody else asking for Jewel Steel yet, but pretty soon everybody will. Okay, so we're headed to Lava Fender. We're going to go ahead and collect the rank items now. Even though it doesn't show up available to us in the guild task because we didn't have rank 1 open, and it's always a good idea to kill eyeballs. Sorry, the death corneas, I think that that drop off these guys are in high demand, but they don't. They're hard to capture, and they're harder. I mean, it's rare that they drop something, and it's even rarer that they'll drop themselves, allow themselves to be captured. But it's worth a try. If we're going through here anyway, if we ever walk by an eyeball, we're going to kill it. Okay, so
Did everyone see what just happened?
in order to unlock rank 2, we need to kill a creature in Lava Fender called Prometheus. I mentioned him in whatever that quest was, where we saved Royosha from the giant spirit lord. We talked to the Flame Guardian on that peninsula surrounded by lava, and I said there can be a rare there, and this is the rare we're going after. FYI. And he's a giant clay golem. Well, not a giant, but he's a clay golem, and yes, we will be wanting him. What I'm not videoing here are the multiple attempts. I have to walk all the way down here to see if he's here. Oh, he's not here. Okay, must have found another rare while I was down here. This is what I did. If I came to the point where the rare was and he wasn't there, I'd look around the rest of the area and see if I found another rare. And if I did, I kept the video. Because rares are good. It's hard to it's hard to say that without explaining why rares are good, but I'll go ahead and explain, because this is a useless video here. I mean, a useless fight here. There's no need for you to watch us kill the vulture. The rare mobs, when we turn them in, will give us a certain faction, like a trade good faction, like with all the traders in the world. We can sell them to any vendor, and it will unlock items, a specific type of item, and only the rares unlock a specific type of item called Imperator weapons on one of the vendors in the game. And it just has a whole shitload of in-game Imperator weapons and accessories that we want to unlock. Now that requires us to have a massive amount of rare creatures sold to him, and it's important that we never split one if we don't have to. So here's Sudri. He's one of the guys who spawns here. I believe, and a lot of rares are like this, once you kill them once, they don't ever come back. Prometheus is like that, I believe. There are I'd say maybe 20% of the rares, or 30% of the rares, will respawn. So after you get all the one-time spawning rares, then you're just ever left in that zone with respawning rares. So it increases the chances of other things coming up to kill the one spawning rares. I made that overly complicated, but the bottom line is by us killing Sudri and him going away, being removed from the pool of creatures that has a chance to spawn in Lava Fender, we increase our chances of Prometheus showing up the next time I have to run all the way down here looking for him. So it's been probably about 10 attempts running down, no Prometheus, but I found Sudri, so I'm killing Sudri. I'll do this a few times, where if it's a one-time spawn, rare spawn, I'll kill it. And that will increase our chance maybe 15%. That whenever a rare spawns, it will be Prometheus instead of Sudri again. If we ignored Sudri, he'd still be in that pool of rares that could spawn here. So this is just a case where I saved the video of us killing the placeholders also. I think there's actually another rare that spawns in this part of Lava Fender. It's pretty scenic, though. I like the lava. I like the ambiance. There's not another zone like this in the game. So if you want to see lava, you got to go to Lava Fender, and maybe the Ryosha town itself has lava, but for people who have played MMO dungeons, or lava is always a good thing. Almost always a good thing. Alright, we're still BR50, although we're not watching it. We really don't care now. This is no longer a BR run. I said at the beginning, we absolutely do not care. And yeah, we'll capture Sudri. And usually the one-time spawns are always capture. What I mean is, if you fight them, you'll get the body. I can't think of a single one-time spawn that is not always capture. 100% chance of capture is all that means. So I don't think there's ever a case where a creature will go away and you didn't have a chance to capture it. So those with like a 30% chance of capture are multiply respawning. Anyway, we are heading back out here. Past the landworms again. And we just need to go out and hit the world map. And I'm going to jump ahead probably about 5 or 6 attempts in through here to get Prometheus to show up. And on this one, whichever one it is, 15 or 16, Prometheus finally showed up on the island. But we have to... we should kill the eyeball if it's up. Oh, oftentimes... Okay, the eyeball's not there. Oftentimes that means something. If the wyvern is there, and the guys on the wiki have compiled an excellent source of information, sometimes you can tell by who you see right at the beginning of the first zone whether a rare is going to be in the next zone, if that makes sense. Depending on how the first zone populated is also controls the chances somewhat of what spawns in the adjoining zones for those areas that have multiple zones. And this is one. There's 2 or 3 different areas in Lava Fender. Anyway, heading on down here to the depths of the underworld. And last time we got butt-kiss on this peninsula. How we're going to do these videos, and I'm not starting at the first guild task number 1 and then going to guild task number 2, although that'd be extremely easy to follow it that way. However, we don't have access to guild task number 1 and 2 necessarily. We have to unlock these ranks first, and then I'll do them in numerical order after that. Anyway, so yeah, we finally got Prometheus, and inadvertently some landworms. I don't think they come with him, and I don't know why I summoned Namalnirim. I'm not judging. I'm not judging. Wow, he looks either really small or really far away. Oh, I should say, my first time through the game, when I was trying to turn in the fiery idol. That's the name of the quest, right? No, the fiery revolt was the name of the quest, where we had to come down here and talk to that the fire god or whoever she is. When I came down here to talk to her, Prometheus was standing in my way, and so I thought I had to engage him or something, because you can't drag them off and then try and walk around them. I don't think they'll always reset, before you can find a way to get around them. Well, anyway, he kicked my ass. This guy was super, super tough when I was trying to do the fiery revolt in my very first playthrough of the game, and I just couldn't do that quest, and I was like, well, this sucks. And I probably hit a point that a lot of people hit in this game, where they're just like, screw this, I'm not playing anymore, and I probably quit playing for a while, just because I was like, I can't continue the quest. This guy's in the way, and I can't kill him. I didn't know that you just had to stand on the light or whatever. I could have walked around him. Or he eventually despawned. Like, I didn't think, like, if we leave the zone and come back, he would probably be gone. Like, he only has a 15% chance of spawning in the first place, so he just was always there when I tried to get to the fiery idol, and then I think I quit the game for a little bit. I was so upset. But this feels good. This feels like good payback here. No, we're not splitting Prometheus, are we? Oh, he has a homunculus horn. A homunculus horn, which I believe is a requirement for another guild task.
Come on out. Okay, later.
And I would really only advise that, and I did this 2 months ago, so I don't remember what I was thinking when I split him, but I must have had a damn good reason why I split that monster. Instead of kept him, we need all the rares we can get. He must have dropped something that either he's the only one that drops, or only him and somebody really hard to get to drops, and it was worth it just to get it from him. I think homunculus horns drop off of all those Glagonus, or whatever I think they're called Glagonus. Hypnos. So anyway, we're walking out of here, and now that we've got Prometheus done, we've got rank 2 done, and 3 more to go. We'll be heading to the Numer Mines, I believe, for the rare that opens the 3rd rank. Yes, alright. Alright. Okay, tell me I fast forward this this ride. Don't be in the way. Don't be in the way. Right. Oh no, this is a short one. Okay. Yeah, one way you can tell whether this rare is here. I'm sorry, I didn't even take the rare. We're going for Ore Cruncher. He's in a little quarter up here to the right. If there's a tree in this hallway right here where I was looking, he won't be there, and you can almost see it from the lift, so you kind of save yourself a few seconds before you run out to the world map again, or reload from a save point, is what I did. Like, I saved out at the world map, and then I ran in. If he wasn't there, I reloaded at the world map, and just kept running in until I ran out of video, and then put some more film in the camera, and then tried some more. This guy, not too bad. In fact, we'll just assume all of them, not too bad. Especially if we're going to kill him in one round. Let's see if Mystic Arts can knock him out. Nice. Oh, I think Zulian knocked him out. Ah, well, he deserved it. With a name like Ore Cruncher. Okay, so that was a really quick one. And, well, it looked quick. It was, it was actually probably about 5 or 6 trips in here before he showed up. But all that is nothing compared to this next one we're going for. And I mentioned it. I said when we were in the aqueducts, I can't remember what video it was, but we were running through the aqueducts, and we were on some sort of platform as we were running through them, and I said, if you ever see a little lobster, little crab guy on this platform, kill it. No matter when you hit it, try to kill it. And that is Death Tank. who is this crab in the aqueducts, and it took forever to get him. I mean, like 50 good tries. A lot of video in the trash. Okay, so the aqueducts is in actually Nagapur, like it's part of Nagapur, but it's its own zone. And it takes here's the main problem with this one. If you have to run it 50 times, is that you have to run pretty long ways through a zone and past this big bad guy here. Okay, this guy, if you see him, it looks like a boss we fought at one point in time called the Gates of Hell. And it is. It's the same type of boss. You're fighting it kind of again. And it's much bigger and much badder. He's the one who marionetted all our guys at one point in time and made life a living hell for us. Okay, so we're going for Death Tank and the Aqueducts, which means you need to run into the next zone. And luckily, whenever we do get Death Tank, it's an easy enough matter just to port out. Okay. Oh, I could get on the ladder. Mentally retarded. I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay, here's what we're going to do here because I had such hellish luck getting Death Tank to come up. We're going to do what we did in Lava Fender where we killed Sudri. And if there's no butterflies down here, that means there's a rare down here, a snow toad of some sort, or you may be able to see the snow toad way off in the corner. Maybe not, probably not. But anyway, you'll know the snow toad's there when there's no butterflies over here or something like that. And this guy goes away after we kill him, and so it takes him out of the pool of rares that can spawn in the zone. There can only be one rare in any one zone, and so once we get this guy killed, it will, in a way, increase our chances of getting Death Tank.
Didn't expect an attack from the side. Next time, you'll get strong.
Nice. His days are numbered. Oh, okay. Duke didn't have to do him like that. But that's one turn, and we are still BR50, which kind of tells you that the rares we're killing are not high level. They're not high level enough to push us to 51 just yet. So we're going to capture the snow toad, unless I'm going to break that one also. The only items that rares drop that you can't get from somewhere else is occasionally they'll drop some kind of stone or ore that is specific to them. Like this guy dropped a troll stone. Now we can get troll stone from another place, and we don't actually need troll stone. But if you needed troll stone for one of your weapon upgrades later on, you might want to split the snow toad the first time you fight him. But it's a lot of planning to know what everybody's going to do when ahead of time, and know every creature you're going to encounter in what order. So there's no reason to do that. I'm porting out because I know Death Tank isn't up. Because we fought the snow toad, there can only be one rare, and so I got to leave the zone, come back in. We need to go back out to the world map to into Nagapur, and then into the aqueducts again, and we will have better luck with the Death Tank. Oh man, just thinking back at how many times I went through here. You can't see Rush's face here, but he's crying. There's the boss there again. And he will be there, I'm sorry, that boss will be there forever. When the bosses spawn like that, the world bosses, they stay there for good. And which means we can't run through the middle of that thing without engaging him. And some of them will stand in places that will block your passage, so when the bosses come up, they're extremely difficult, and we will only be doing them in the later videos. They are guild tasks. I believe almost all of them are a guild task to kill the super powerful world bosses. Okay, so we ran through here on a quest before, and as I was coming up this ladder, I said, you know, come up this platform. There's a crab, kill it, and there may have been a torpedo up here or something like that, but there's definitely a crab now, and that's the death tank.
Let's do this.
And if he dies in one hit, I will be so unbelievably pissed off. Hopefully he'll put up at least a battle for being so reclusive. And that's the thing about random number generators too, is like when you do this, you might get him the first time. Or he might continually pop up for you, like be a nuisance to you. Why is this death tank being such a nuisance? Oh, as far as splitting and or capturing creatures, you don't ever have to worry about that choice meaning anything. Like, there's never a guild task to capture a creature. It's only to kill it. It doesn't care whether you capture it or split it. So whatever you do with it here is your choice. I suggest you hold on to all rares, but you know, if you split it because you want something off of it for Rush's weapon or somebody else's weapon, then you know, more power to you. That's not a mistake that you can't come back from. What am I doing? That's a dead end. Okay. I'm not looking at the mini-map. That's what I'm not doing. Alright. So, oh, we're going back to the world teleporter. And that's going to be it. I'm probably just absolutely fed up once I got this guy.
Okay, later.
Maybe about 5 hours of that guy not showing up. And I can never get that time back. Never. But that's where he is. And I'll see you in the next video as we continue to knock out our ranks.